96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day I may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag of thing now. Makes true me I do it like Nike. But me not fear.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Jokers Wild, KFC, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
From the thing up, plus me and them girlfriend a link up. Hello. Dog, where you did that when the thing tough. No food, clean water fi drink up. Now me and the dog, them a link up. Big truck, 20-inch rim, just a spin up. The Pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip-hop or calypso. You can't see the star through the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold for the Cuban link up.
The Tuesday, September 26th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty Indie Company right up until 6. And of course, you know, the first hour, we will be going to Freeport. Obviously, this Tuesday, we have the Grand Bahama Report each and every Tuesday, the Freeport Report. And don't forget the supplement each and every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. All right, courtesy of the Grand Bahama News. But listen, it's a little different today. Obviously, we spoke with Roscoe yesterday. And we got the sentiments coming in from Abaco. We will be talking with Freeport in depth, Sarah Kirkby and Darren Cooper. And obviously, you know, we'll be talking about the passing of MP, Mr. Obie Wilchcomb, Minister of Social Services and Information and Broadcasting, MP for West End and Bimini. A friend of mine. Very sad to hear this news. So we'll be hearing from Freeport on that. You know how to chime in, 323-6232 here in New Providence, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. All right, real quick, before we go to Grand Bahama, Mr. Producer, we got Grand Bahama lined up. All right, let's get to this call real quick, and then we'll get to Grand Bahama. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Godly Bremen here. Godly Days talking noise along with you and your producer, Naughty. Naughty.
What's happening, Bremen?
Time got away from me yesterday afternoon, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, you told me to call 4 o'clock, right?
Right.
I had something to do, and time just got away from me.
So what you got for me today, Bremen? Bring me up. What's happening?
Well, the thing is, I'm tired going to the police for these people, and nothing is being done. See, it look like these people look like, I don't know what the problem is with Central, okay? I just had to call them a while ago. I came home a while ago, just minutes ago. Niggas them had chair straight across my walkway, man. I even can't pass. You know what I'm saying? In my own place. I call the police. I'm waiting for the police to come now. See, these niggas looking for somebody to kill them.
All right, Bremen, look, now, I know you get upset about it, but we can't have you condoning killing people. Enough going on in the country. And I know this is bothering you. And I know you've gone to the police on multiple occasions, and you're still not satisfied. Why don't you try your MP? Maybe they can talk to the police for you. Try your network, Bremen. Obviously, if they brazen to put a chair across your door so you can't get in, if you run on, they gonna run on right back. So let's keep that conflict resolved, and let's try to use all the channels we can that are available to us to get you sorted. You're still my boy, still want to hear from you, but you know, can't be calling and telling people this. That's how people get killed. Come on, man. We got enough bad going on. Let's get to Grand Bahama, Mr. Producer. We got Sarah lined up. We got Darren lined up. What's happening, guys? It's another Tuesday.
And I believe Darren's signing on now.
Glad to have
him down.
Glad to have both of you guys chiming in. Under obviously very somber circumstances.
It is.
Because,
It is.
like we had the conversation yesterday, Earl and Roscoe and myself, you take
Yeah.
politics out of it, we lost a good Bahamian.
We did.
And somebody who would listen to regardless
right in the middle of that, not just to make, I just don't want her to be forgotten. We also lost Natalie Martinborough.
I was going to get to that, but I would let you do that. Of course, we lost. She was a giant in her own right in the broadcast industry for years.
She was,
in the Northern office.
Yeah, she was a wonderful lady. Just, I don't know, she was just always there, just a smiling face, always getting everything done. And I know, hopefully, her and Obi are up there having a good chat about life right now. And
probably having a good laugh.
Yeah, probably are. I hope they are, because gone too soon for both of them, definitely. And I had just seen Obi on Thursday night. He spoke at the ZNS relaunch. He was just his usual charming, wonderful self, giving big hugs, always, making a fuss of you if you're from Grand Bahama, which always makes you feel so lovely. And it's really hard. I know his family, particularly one of his sisters, very well, and I just can't imagine the devastation they're going through. It's a loss for the whole community.
So ironic, because about 3 weeks ago,
yeah,
I would say no, maybe 4, because it was the last week of the Joker's run before we closed for September, and I bumped into Obi and a few of his, I would say entourage, political entourage, obviously bodyguard and 80 comp and so on and so forth. And we exchanged pleasantries as always. And immediately, once I knew he was good and he knew I was good, his farm was good, my farm was good, we went into instant football crap talking. Him with the Dolphins, me with the Cowboys. So I'm glad to know that we ended it as we shared many a laugh and many a rib over football and life. I'm glad I left. The last time I spoke to him, there was a smile on his face. We had a chuckle and a laugh. But I was horrified, mortified yesterday when I read the commentary and heard the commentary and all that. And I take politics out of it because I remember there was a time when a lot of other people didn't take a chance on a Bahamian comedian. Obi did. And he made sure I got out there to the world at tourism functions locally and internationally. And that meant a lot. Not just because he did it for me, but it showed as a minister of tourism, he knew the length and the breadth of the industry. And he tried to put his pulse on, his finger on the pulse. So a big loss in social services because I see a lot of commentary from their staff. They're in the way. So obviously we had a positive impact on them.
He also did a lot for the women's groups. He was the one
correct
that we have reached out to, who was helping us with the latest bills. And I can tell you, on behalf of Women United, we put out a press release yesterday supporting him and all that he was doing. We really felt that we had someone in our corner with him, and he was listening to us and working on everything and being inclusive. And also, what I loved, he was also being inclusive for the family islands and making sure they were a part of everything as well, which is really important. But a lot of the women have spoken out and said how much he really was trying to make a change for women and speaking out when a lot of people don't and are afraid to. He wasn't, and he was trying to reach out to the Christian Council for us on a number of issues as well. It's a great loss for us as well because he was, he was well respected and people would take the time and listen to him, which you need when you're trying to make changes like this.
We got Darren?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey, how you doing, bud, man? I mean, we'd love to hear from you.
The tribute. Yes, I think he is well deserving of all of the accolades. It's unfortunate that we do this in passing, in his passing, but he was a true Grand Bahamian who fought for this island, and so he. I joined all the sentiments listening to Sarah and just enjoying, the whole feedback of the life of Obi Wilchcombe, who, as a little boy, I've had the opportunity of speaking with a few times. And like many persons would say, he was just that history book of the journey of where we came from to where we are now and the freedom and liberty that we have. And so I'm just enjoying all of it.
I mean, I agree with you there, Darren, as far as we do have to give people their roses while they're alive. more after than when they're gone.
Yeah.
And we just have a knack for doing it when they're gone
Yep. Yep.
and not while they're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I look at I look at the current administration, and this is a huge void because he was an elder statesman. He knew how the thing go. He knew how to read the playbook.
Yeah. One of the things that I think really blessed me yesterday listening to Debbie Bartlett speak about her days or her weekends with Obi. And there was so much talks about him one day desiring to be leader of the Progressive Liberal Party. And she said one of the things that he shared with her was that the support or the help during a time of his life when he needed help, that the prime minister, which was then just the opposition leader, gave him a helping hand. And his loyalty to him was, that he won't betray him. And it just makes a difference to hear these things, and to fully understand. And sometimes we don't. But, I was hurt over just the passing of Obi, and now hearing everybody, have so much good things to say. He was just like human with all of his faults and his setbacks and situations, but I believe he cared about the people. To hear the passion in his voice about women's rights and the concern of battered women and the protection of young women, and it was just a lot. And the night before his passing, that's what he was fighting for, to make sure that they study the bills, they understand it, and let's make sure that we pass it to protect our females, And so I just hope that we would do better as Bahamians, and understand. One of the things that really stood out to me and hit me was, not it doesn't matter. For me, I was under this view that him being a politician, he may have escaped debt because, just reaching. And so, he may have some time to do some things. But, when debt's ready, it doesn't matter who you are, what position you find yourself in, what titles you're holding, what level of responsibilities you got. It's your time, and just let's live as one. His number one line, one love.
That's true. That was the catchphrase, one love.
One love, one love. It wasn't a matter of what party you supported. It was one love. It was about Bahamians,
That's so very true. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads. Hello. All right, call us back. We'll get you back on. But at the end of the day, like I said, it was a rough week. I mean, when you look at it, we lost Miss Martinborough up there in Grand Bahama. We lost Alpheus Hawk Finlayson, another legend in his own right. And I'd be remiss if we didn't mention that. Keith Bell lost his wife. Very tragic blow there.
And he had been in Freeport as well.
Correct. And Minister...
that just blew my mind that
And
Jerry
then
was working so hard.
It was a real quartet right there that just took the wind out of everybody. Let's check the text lines. Naughty, I always thought Obi would have one day become PM, and I'm not even a PLP, nor F&M. I just thought he would have been a great PM. A lot of people shared that sentiment and spoke it. I mean, but like I said, I'm not trying to politicize it right now. I'm just trying to, give kudos where kudos are due, And like I said, we should have done more of it for those deserve while they're here, like Darren says, rather than when they're gone.
Yeah.
He was a good statesman. He spoke well. He really had carried himself with such a way that,
he could articulate, man. Let me tell you,
really good.
From one
Really
broadcast
good.
to another, man, he was very good. He was very good. He could articulate with the best of them.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Hey, Brother Naughty, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
Right here, my brother, and good afternoon to our good friends from Grand Bahama. Naughty, we must give Obi his accolades. Unfortunately, it's during his death, but some of the accolades we didn't really extend to him while he was alive. And I think for some reason we have to change the paradigm that we should honor people really for their contributions, especially for someone like Obi who has given his life to nation building. And that's my mantra. I always talk about nation building.
Correct.
We really need to give our not just our condolences. To me, for on his death not being insensitive, I believe that it is a worthy homegoing that we must observe. We shouldn't be saddened but happy because he has served this country well, being a son of the soil, have given his life to nation building, and we should remember him in that spirit. I can tell you, he is one of the very few who was really over the decades, because I followed him for quite some time, even when he was the Minister of Tourism in his first term. I remember the positive contributions he's made to nation building and the tourism product. And, regardless of political affiliations, regardless of whether you support the current administration for which he served, we must pay honor and tribute to a giant of a man who has done a great service for this country. And I stand and I salute him, even at this time during this hour of bereavement for his family. I salute his family for giving us the opportunity to share him during this course of his life. And so I just wanted, on behalf of my family, offer my condolences to his family on his passing, and just continue to pray that the mark that he has made on this country will be honored and will be carried through to hopefully towards making this country the vision that he had, a successful nation where the Bahamian people will thrive and be owners of our country. So I just wanted to offer that today in tribute to him, and may God bless him and may his soul rest in peace during this time. Thank you, Noddy, for the opportunity, and God bless the Bahamas.
Thanks, Jeff. Always good to hear from you, man. And like I said, the sentiments are pouring in, the tributes are pouring in. And I think that speaks to if you want to look at it in one political light, speaks to the tributes that are pouring in from all sides of the political divide. Obviously, Obi listened. Obviously, Obi, tried to make a difference. The fact that he tried, I think, resonated with people. Because a lot of times, politicians don't listen, nor do they try.
Right.
So, I mean, when you reflect, like I said, I think it's a big loss to this administration because that's a lot of senior leadership right there. He was an elder statesman. He knew, like the young people say right now, he know how the thing go.
Noddy, you say, he was a senior statesman, and I mean, I can be Darren like I'm always, I wonder if he was valued in life the way that he's now valued in death.
Ah, boy.
As a senior statesman.
Boy.
As this man that has labored and has done so well for his party, I really wonder if he was really honored, because we are flattered. Uncle Obi, Cousin Obi, everybody who may have taken a picture with him some years ago. Everybody got their
Obi story, which is cool in so many ways.
If he really was really appreciated, saluted, the way that he's now being, saluted. He's a good man. I was one of those persons, Noddy, that I didn't let up on him because just how he expected the best from those that who worked around him.
He expected the best from his opposition too.
The best from him, and to always be that one that fight. I was that Grand Bahamian that felt that he would have done us well in the ministry of Grand Bahama, and I still feel that he would have done us well in the ministry of Grand Bahama because of his over the years connection through tourism and the work that he's been able to accomplish in tourism. And I felt that Grand Bahama deserved a well-connected person like an Obi Wilchcombe. And so I got my head eat off for calling for him to be the minister for Grand Bahama. I wouldn't trade it then, and I would do it again if I have to. And it was not personal against the Honorable Ginger Moxie. I just felt that there should have been a switch and there should have been a flop in ministry. Her passion is social services. And this man has, over the years, had the opportunity to travel and do well connections. And what Grand Bahama needed was foreign direct investment. I felt he was connected enough and knowledgeable enough to be able to give us that. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. But however, he fought not just for Grand Bahama and West End, but he fought for the Bahamas. He believed in us, and he didn't even only said it, but he demonstrated in action. And so I pray that his legacy would live on, and that he would be remembered in a significant way in West End and Bimini. I hope that now, as the country prepares itself for a by-election, that
you read with mine, because I just could bring that up. I was like, now we face the by-election. I mean, the music playing in the background, dun 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 dun.
And of course, everybody who feels some land, and so I just for me, as a Grand Bahamian, I'm sitting back and I'm watching it all play out. But my biggest concern would be that I hope that the work that he started
gets completed.
He was one that fought for the junior school. I knew that he probably would have wanted to see that open for the new school year. I hope now that we'll be able to get it open, because they say there's only waiting on some electrical work to be done. There's been no paving of the parking lot, and so I hope now that our government will see the need to work hard and push to make sure that is opened, and that the residents of West Grand Bahama can have that school. I hope that there will be some within the next 3 years, some honoring of the life of O.E. Wilchcombe, where the complex that should be soon ready to open, or should now be getting ready to open because he's passed on, should have something remembering the life of our fallen soldier who was labored for that community. And so they got plenty pretty words now that he's passed, and I hope that we'd be able to see some manifestation of the honoring of his life in death.
Darren, so back to the by-election, and a very strong point you made, a very, very poignant. But listen, back to that by-election, what are your options, man? I got texts and they're flooding my phone lines right now. My favorite one, and I will go run his campaign right now. If you get Gary from the video, 8-Finger Gary from the video at the bed, I will go rep for 8-Finger Gary. I will be his campaign manager.
Well, Naughty, it's quite a bit of names are being thrown out there. Let me use this opportunity to also say that, I got a call today about that I am one of the potential.
I was going to say, Darren would make a good candidate,
Well, I can tell you now, Naughty, I have no desire for it. And I wish all those that will offer themselves all the best. I believe that a candidate should be one that knows that community, that knows the ins and outs of the West End and Bimini constituency, know the people, know the background. I only visit West End.
Well done, Darren. Well done. That takes, a lot of people would have done what you just said, and that's really good. You're right. Yeah. You're spot on. And
so I think for me, I have no desire. I've not been asked by any political party. And if I am asked, I will definitely decline. I do have my eyes on someone in West End and Bimini.
Who are some of the names you've been hearing?
From the PLP standpoint, some of the same candidates that would have been vying for the nomination, like the I don't know the last name, the Kingsley guy from the passport office, Paco Deal, an attorney of law, and then there's a gentleman out of Bimini. Those are the three names that I've been hearing from the PLP standpoint. But I'm also being advised by a good PLP that there is a fourth name that they're holding. But however, at the end of the day, these are all West End natives, persons who know the community, who lives in the community, and I just feel that whoever the candidate may be to offer should have some residue of knowing this area, knowing who is so and so, knowing the families of so and so, knowing this and knowing that. And so that was who Obi was. He know these people, the community. He ate out their pots. He slept in their houses, and so this is the person I believe should be the replacement candidate. But it is going to be something to watch. It is going to be something you got to pull out your popcorn and get your drinks. This is going to be very.
It's a good
interesting.
opportunity to see, for a lot of people to step up and put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
See if they got the traction what they think they got or the support they think they got.
Well, there's also an opportunity too for the government to now see the support that the people have for them and how they feel. So
Another test.
yeah. So if the government loses this election, this by-election, that just sends the whole makeup of the landscape of the next one that they will call. So it's a lot to see. It's a lot to watch. And unfortunately, it's West End and Bimini. I think the community itself needs the attention of the government. There's plenty to be done. Road, I hope that for time, and get into that community. Make sure patch those holes, get those street lights sorted out, get those government complex open and ready to be used. And so this is now the time that I believe the West End and Bimini will get what they need, get the much needed seawall repairs. It needs a fire station. It needs a police station. It needs a police house. It needs a lot of stuff. And so I hope that this by-election would be used as that opportunity, that the government will be able to focus heavily on this community and provide the proper boat ramps that's needed and the cleanup that's needed and a whole lot more, because there's so much that I know that has been in the pipeline for that community and has been being worked on. And I would hope that at the end of the day, we'd see the provision or the manifestation for this area. All political parties will be now vying this particular area. The FNM will vie to put a candidate there to regain another seat in the House. I'm being told by FNM, an FNM supporter, that they won't contest it. I find that difficult to believe.
I would find that difficult to believe.
The PLP has its slate of names. The COI, I've been advised, will be offering a candidate in that area, and all other political parties.
The only sad part, Darren, in what you're saying to me, I mean, I understand everything, but it's a shame that it's taking this for the items you just talked about to happen, like the fire department, the seawall to be fixed and all of that. West End was the capital of Freeport. It's a shame that that's going to have to cause for this to happen, Yeah.
You have residents in Bimini who, the five families that lost their homes, no assistance from government. You have no fires, no fire protection systems on the key. The area needs a lot of attention, needs a lot of road repairs, and West End and Bimini needs the attention that I believe it will now get. God saw it so. And so now you have all hands will be on deck to either regain or to keep the seat, or to that political party to take that seat. And so everything that is needed. I would hope that Biminites and West End residents, and let me just say this: West End and Bimini starts from Sapodilla Road. So it ain't just West End. It starts from the heart of the Hebron town. Hana Hill of 8 Mile Rock is the start of West End and Bimini. And so long before you could get to West End, you got to get into Hana Hill and go from Hana Hill, work your way straight up to all of those settlements that take you to West End. And all of those settlements have great concerns and need great attention. And so whilst we focus on just on West End and Bimini, we have to also understand that this boundary cuts from Sapodilla heading west and goes into Bimini. And so, if the focus is only West End, you're going to lose out on those couple hundreds in the 8 Mile Rock area, in the Holmes Rock area, in the Dead Man's Reef area, then getting into West End. You're going to lose out on those votes. And so it's a lot to be done. It's a lot to be done. And whilst many may say, let's mourn the passing, Opie is past. The Bible tells you clearly, weeping may endure for a night. And in the morning, it's time to get to work. And so while we remember his legacy in his life, there are people who are working, seeking to be the next member of parliament for that constituency. And so I say to the PLP, get busy. And to all those other political parties, get busy. Because the residents right now, there's a void of leadership in that constituency. And there's a vacancy that must be filled. And there is a required time for that to be filled. And so we will watch and see. Darren has no interest in the seat. Just hope that the best man wins or the best woman wins.
We got a call on the line.
And you heard it there first. That's an exclusive for you.
There you go.
That's right.
That's how we do it. Let's go to the phone lines real quick and see what this caller got to say. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Well, Naughty, how you doing?
I'm good, man. You got something for Freeport, Graham?
I mean, I got something plenty for Freeport. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. The way Papa would say it, stop it. Let me tell you why. 19 years of one party and 20-some plus years of another. And West End is much more worse, as Papa would say, than the way it was before independence. It was thriving, booming. The deal should have been cut where the Bahamians benefited 50%, the same as the foreigners. But we did a different deal. I guess it wasn't square. Bimini and all of Grand Bahama, including West End, they've not even ever come close to what they were before independence. And you've had about 20 years of two parties. So they shouldn't open their mouth. All right? Now, I don't know who's coming. Might be a ram in the ticket. And might be, one of these new parties. And I see my friend, Mr. McCartney. He's talking a lot lately. Might be coming back. Who cares? I want to see something different than the last 50 years of Bodiana that didn't build one city.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. You on these talk shows, lobbying hard and making innuendos, and I see in the chat groups, since we got exclusive going on today, and I got one from Graham, you lobbying hard for that COI ticket, eh? You trying to bring back the Montague seat for COI?
No, I'm not trying to run anymore. What I'm trying to say is what I've always said. I've been consistent that the energy costs are going to cripple you all. And I'm trying to prevent the train wreck that's coming. So you'll either be on the train, that's the masses. You'll be trying to stop the train wreck, that's a few people. Or you could be out to the beach somewhere nowhere near the railroad tracks to see the derailed, eating chocolate strawberries with some champagne. And that's the elite. And I need to stop doing what I'm doing, Naughty, because it doesn't seem to be working. How could you dare vote for 40, almost 50 years, over 50 years now? Not one city, not one hospital, not one of the southern islands, including Bimini and West End Airport developed. Come on, man. Y'all serious? Shouldn't even open your mouth. And you know what? The worst of the worst, right, is you leave people, family to rot in a trailer over there after Dorian and Abaco. But I mean, I could beat up on both.
But what's the solution, Graham? What's your political solution to all of this? Because you beating on both sides. So what's your solution?
Well, that's because
I hear you.
No friends.
I hear your criticism.
I want to see. I can give it to you. I want to see both of y'all succeed, whether you yellow or red. I think both of y'all should be benefiting from your country instead of a few crumbs for the. Well, who's in now? Yellow, so the red might get a few, yellow. Whoever get a few crumbs. Shouldn't you have ownership? Let me explain. I had a job in a hotel making $350 a week making the bed, right? During COVID, if we would have listened and had rulers that said close in your carport, make an Airbnb, get $100 a night. And you would have been productive during COVID when you was doing nothing, waiting for the tourism job to come back. And when it opened up again, you would get $700 a week, plus the cleaning fee. See, that's much better. And I want betterment, not change. Because change could mean I take your shoes, tell you walk home. We need betterment for our people. My message has always been the same. I've always run independent, but I've been a part of two parties. Yeah. So you can't come and say, oh, you're a bull weevil. You ain't for this side or that side. I'm for both sides. How about that? And you know what? When you could come on this Freeport, everybody listen, when you all could come on this radio, yellow or red, And you got a whole minister of Grand Bahama, yellow and red, because he's been there for both cycles. And you all didn't get a hospital, you didn't get an airport, you didn't get nothing. Oh, it's for the people. I mean, it's simple. I'm not pushing for the COI, but it's sad that the COI is the only person coming with the right message.
Hold on. Now let's speak of messages. I saw a message floating around social media today, a COI, absolutely vile and disgusting, pertaining to Mr. Wilshcombe. You don't want to talk that though, right? You don't want to go there, but that was absolutely vile. And if it does turn out that that had anything to do with supporters of the COI, or God forbid anyone of the hierarchy, that should put them out of the race, period. Because they are clueless. It's obviously they don't know they're behind from their elbow when it comes to politics. And it's all about clicks and likes and hype and sensationalism. You got to have a modicum of respect. You got to have a little acumen. You got to know a little politics 101. All right? And if that was affiliated in any way, shape, or form to this new third party, it's absolutely disgusting. It is vile. And thoughts like that and sentiments like that have no place in society. And if they're perpetrated by a group, then that group should have no place in society either, if those comments are affiliated to said party, which I am hearing. But I will get to the bottom of it. Once I can confirm it, then we'll deal with it. But if that is the case, Graham, I cry shame. Anyway, Freeport, one love, as Obi would say. I will see both of you next Tuesday. All right, you all take care. Be safe.
Thank you for your time, and I remind you to pick up the paper because we didn't get to go.
A lot of good stuff in there, man. I see some stuff, man, getting the tech edge going on. All right?
Yep.
And of course, what I like is the tribute, all right, in there to Natalie. That was awesome. And then now I got to call Uncle Joe because more tall boats found on the beach. We can deal with that. Don't worry, sir. We can deal with that. I can call Uncle Joe. We can get on it this week.
I know you will. Thank you for this time, and thanks for allowing us.
No problem. And I appreciate what an awesome job the Grand Bahama News did into that tribute, that supplement tribute right there to Obi. Great stuff. Great picture. Good stuff. Appreciate y'all. You all be safe. Let's get to the break.
All right.
Flip side of the break, we got the news. And on the flip side of the news, we'll be talking sports as the Tuesday, September 26th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
On this, our 50th Jubilee, we continue to celebrate 50 years of a small country that continues to do big things. This year at Character Day, we'll have love for country. Those that protect and nurture our environment, those who are dedicated and provide care and hope, and those that continue to inspire through challenges and hard times. Help us to celebrate 50 people just like these. Until September 30th, log on to CharacterDayBahamas.org and nominate your hidden hero today as we spread the power of love.
The Nassau Cruise Port presents Phil Stubbs Live at the all-new Nassau Cruise Port Amphitheater on October 14th. Gates open at 7 p.m., showtime 9 p.m. Want to live it up?
Choose from general, VIP, or even skybox seats. Book your tickets now at BahamasEtickets.com.
Prepare to be blown away as we kick things off with one of the Bahamas' beloved artists, Phil Stubbs Live. Hold on to your seats for Ira Storr and the Spank Band Live.
Brought to you by the Nassau Cruise Board. It's not just a concert, it's a night to remember.
Juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. KFC's Great Picks has got you covered, packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Wherever you are in the world, Cleveland Clinic's world-class care is here for you. From Ohio to Florida to London, Cleveland Clinic treats thousands of patients every year. Ranked number 2 in the world by Newsweek, you can trust our caregivers to enhance your experience across each step of your treatment journey. For every care in the world, learn more at clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then Fine Threads is your place. Refined style with threads is your place, is your place, is your place.
Craving a sandwich that hits all the right spots? Look no further. Introducing Dunkin's newest star, the oven-toasted turkey sandwiches. Made with love and served on toasted sourdough bread, these classics are reinvented with a twist. Sink your teeth into layers of delicious deli turkey, crispy lettuce, and white cheddar. Plus, we've added the perfect kick with smoky bacon and your choice of creamy avocado spread or zesty chipotle sauce. Dunkin's got your sandwich cravings covered all day, every day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Put your best foot forward this school year by shopping at John's for your back-to-school foot care needs. From toddlers to college students, have your child looking smart in a pair of Hush Puppies, Sperry, Easy Strider brand styles, and many more. Durable and sharp, the kids will step with confidence all year. Need socks and a belt? We've got you covered. And don't forget a new backpack and lunch containers. You can find all this and more at the best prices and customer service in town at John's on Rosetta Street and Carmichael Road. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Get the flavor explosion that'll satisfy the KFC sweet and smoky bacon sandwich from the fried chicken experts. Features 2 crispy strips of bacon on a premium 100% white meat chicken filet, layered with 2 slices of cheese, smoky chipotle mayo, and our secret surprise, sweet bacon jam, all stacked on a buttery brioche bun. Experience the sweet and smoky explosion today, as it's here for a limited time. KFC sweet and smoky bacon sandwich. It's finger-licking good.
What would you do with extra cash? Plan a trip.
Overhaul my wardrobe.
With CIBC First Caribbean, you can get comfy with savings on your mortgage cost. Buy or build your home or switch your mortgage to us and get up to US $1,000 off the loan application fee. Up to US $2,000 off home insurance. With up to US $10,000 towards switching costs, your pockets will be comfy too. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/get comfy for more information. Conditions apply.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Ready to experience a classic Dunkin' Donut as the ultimate coffee delight? The new Dunkin' Boston Cream Latte is the perfect balance of sweetness and indulgence. Savor freshly brewed bold espresso, creamy milk, rich dark chocolate and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream and drizzled with chocolate. Available hot or iced. The Dunkin' Boston Cream Latte has the taste sensation to make your heart sing. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
We're back at you on the Tuesday, September 26th edition of Talking Heads. Into the 5 o'clock hour, we're talking sports. Pearlie should be chiming in short order. Chimed in yet or not? Look out for Pearlie, he should be chiming in. You never know, you might be in cuff-free mud from them 70 points. He might still be hungover, you know? He might still have issues. You know, 70 points is a lot to deal with, you know. But like I say, there is a 24-hour rule in football, right? And that rule says, after 24 hours, that's it. Can't talk no more about it. Let it go. Keep it moving. Well, that's what we need to do. I ain't gonna lie. Because it's getting long. And Dolphin fans, you should be happy. Mr. Producer, you didn't see this today? Yeah, I'm going to have fun with this. Tua, your quarterback, is now one of the new brand models and spokespersons for Perry Ellis for men. For Perry Ellis. That's all I'm going to say for Perry Ellis. See that just right? I'm abreast that right there. You all know when we at the bar or we at the chat rooms, you know, I come with some kung fu for you all, right? Honor from heaven. What can I say? There's a silver lining. There is a silver lining. All right. So let's check out today in sports history. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Well-weather trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza, Monday through Friday. Great for lunch and dinner. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast starting at 9 a.m. And, of course, like I say, every Wednesday and Friday happy hour. So be sure to check them out as well. All right? So let's see what we got for you today in sports history. On this day, September 26, 1919, the St. Louis Browns defeated the New York Yankees 6-2 in a game that lasted 55 minutes. The game was the second game of a doubleheader. 1962, Maury Wills of the Dodgers became the first player to steal 100 bases. He ended the season with 104. 1981, Nolan Ryan of the Houston Astros became the first player to pitch 5 no-hitters with a 5-0 victory over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now I see why Pearlie calling in late. Anyone go over that painful memory? A Nolan Ryan no-hitting the Dodgers. 1981. That was his 5th no-hitter. 1983, the Australia 2 won the America's Cup. It was the first time in 132 years that a U.S. yacht lost the cup. 1994, the double murder trial for O.J. Simpson began with jury selection in Los Angeles. 1995, the prosecution began its closing arguments in the murder trial of O.J. Simpson. 1998, Mark McGwire hit home runs 67 and 68 for the season. 1998, Dennis Eckersley of the Boston Red Sox appeared in his 1,071st game. 2012, the NFL and the NFL Referees Association reached an agreement to end an ongoing referee lockout. On June 4, 2012, the NFL had announced it would be bringing in replacement officials after failed attempts to resolve the labor dispute. Sports quote of the day, the difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a man's determination. Tommy Lasorda, legendary Dodger manager. So see, it ended on a good note if Pearlie was here. You see that? Anyway, we'll keep it moving. 5:11 p.m. is the time. Let's get into the local sports roundup, all brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. And if you keep an eye on baseball, big series coming up over the weekend, or this week and into the weekend, and the Marlins are on the road. They're on the road for 6 games to end the season. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. and the Miami Marlins are in the stretch run of their season, making one final push to get into the National League playoffs in Major League Baseball via the wild card. The Marlins have 6 games remaining, and they don't control their own destiny, though. They're just 1 game out of third and final wild card position in the National League. As it stands now, the Marlins have an 81-75 win-loss record with 6 games to go. They're a game behind the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Both are at 82-74 for the third and final wild card spot in the National League. The Marlins play all 6 of their remaining games in the regular season on the road. 3 against the Mets, which they should do well in. All right? And 3 against the Pirates. They got to play serious against the Pirates, but they should be able to get in. Now, the Cubs play the Braves, which works in their favor. And the Central leading Milwaukee Brewers. They're going to be on the road for that as well. So that works in the favor of the Marlins because the Cubs on the road as well, too. And the Diamondbacks travel to Chicago, Illinois to play the White Sox and return home to play the Astros, which is good. The White Sox should be chalk. The Astros should be difficult. So hopefully, Jazz and the Marlins get in. And speaking of Jazz and the Marlins, I got to take time out right now to remember my good friend, my dear friend, Mr. Frankie Simmons, Frankie the Yankee. Today's Frankie's birthday. So if you remember Frankie the Yankee, if he made an impact on your life, put one up for Frankie the Yankee today. All right? Good dude. Good peoples. And my Yankees are gone, and Frankie's Yankees are gone. But you know the connection he had with Jazz. I got to pull for the Marlins the rest of the way. Hope they make the playoffs. Hope they have some magic in the playoffs. But yeah, happy birthday, Frankie. I miss you, my brother. Every day, don't go a day go by I don't think about Frankie, man. Good peoples. And my thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, Shy, and his family. I know it's a rough day for you, but I know somehow Frankie looking down and smiling. Now, Frankie, I know you're up there. You need to work on old man Steinbrenner. Tell Hank break open the checkbook, and let's solve the problem with the Yankees. That's what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, Frankie. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Naughty by nature.
Not because I hate ya. What's happening?
Right here, man. It's Spunky. Before I begin, I want to get the condolence to the Obi Wisdom family.
Again,
We lost a great patriotic politician who cares for his people, care for the disabled, and all of that. He need more like that, Naughty. He need more like that. But he also wanted to say he's a Dolphins fan, man.
Yeah, I know.
And the Sunday comment, this one is for Obi Wisdom.
You better call Miami, man. Tell them don't let them down. Y'all put up 70 points last game. You know what I mean? Y'all made a score this week.
Naughty, I already, we could reach Miami by social media. I already text them, Facebook them, let them know this one is for my minister. He's a diehard Dolphin fan, and also for the Grand Beam investor. Most Western people are Dolphins.
Yeah, no, strong Dolphin contingency down there. Mr. Producer, keep eye out for Pearly. But yeah, no, I know he was a huge Dolphin about 4 weeks ago. I spoke with him, my sermon at Atlantis. We talked in the hall. We had a good conversation. Of course, we ended it just how we always do, talking Dolphins and Cowboys.
Tell me something. You're a Dolphins too, right?
No, sir, I'm not that crazy. I mean,
you sound like a Dolphin anytime you open your mouth.
No, I have issues, man. If I sound like a Dolphin every time I open my mouth, I'm a Cowboy. I suffer from a different malady. I pull for the Cowboys.
Well, how you like that 70, man?
That 70 burger was nice, though. I can't lie, Pumpkin. My dad's 91, diehard Dolphin fan. Pearly, my co-host, man, he's a diehard Dolphin fan. You know, I got Dolphin fans who've been suffering a long time. Enjoy your moment, man. That was the thing of beauty. 70 points, I can't knock you for it.
Do you think that's a sign?
Listen, I don't know if it sent a sign. You know, it might have sent a sign and a message for defensive coordinators around the league to buckle the you-know-what up. But stay up late and plan and scheme and game plan. But, you know, it is what it is. 70 points is a resounding 70 points. You can't deny 70 points. It is what it is.
And it also might have sent a sign to the playoff and also to the Super Bowl. Because we got another jokey team coming up Sunday. That could be another 70.
Mm-hmm. Pumpkin?
One day at a time. One game at a time. Let's don't rush it. We ain't reached that. Let's play a couple more games. One game at a time.
Hey, look here. That wake up one of my faith, my hope, my joy. But you got to push it.
No, you Dolphin fans get too excited too quick. We only 3-0. 14 more games to play. Let's get there. Then we can make noise.
But not every day we get 70, man. So we have to enjoy whatever we get.
Right now, that's 70 points and $1 could give me a can of Coke. That can't give me a Super Bowl looking at. When we win another 12 games, I good.
It's like you don't believe in signs.
No, now see, Pumpkin, you talking a real Dolphin right there. That's probably, he's a real Dolphin. Talk to him.
I have been pulling for the Dolphins for 51 years. I've seen it all when it comes to them. From the perfect season to some of the most embarrassing seasons. So I've been all. Judan Marino, everybody. Tannehill, and now the next. So Bob Greasy, everybody. I've seen them all.
But don't forget, we are what you call undefeated since 72. And the 70.
I witnessed that.
And the 70 and franchise history.
Yes,
we made
that's
history.
Good.
People want the Dolphin haters want to forget that. We made history.
No, we ain't gonna forget that. I won't give the Dolphin haters something more to cry about when we hold the trophy up. But let's get to that.
Yeah, we gotta get to that. We get to that.
One game at a time.
Yeah, okay. We gotta hold back and just keep our fingers and everything crossed.
Let's hope that we keep our quarterback healthy and we'll be fine.
I wear 2 different socks, you know.
What kind of socks you wear?
I wear 2 different socks. I wear one black and one white. I sing in the Michael Jackson song. What I mean, see black and white.
Uh-oh.
And that's all go for the Dolphin. And then this one on Sunday coming, and the rest go for Obi Wills coming, and the rest of the diehard Western moving down in Grand Bahama.
I hope they come through for you, man. I don't mind that. If it got to be 4B, I don't mind this weekend. You're beating the Bills. Appreciate your call, Pumpkin. Always good to hear from you. But match up them socks, man. Either black or white. Or get some Argyle, some diamond socks, and really freshen it up. But yeah, a lot of talk about that 70 points. But Pearly, I want to ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
You know how very important it is for y'all to get that number 1 seed, right? Not putting any pressure on y'all. But y'all know y'all need to get that number 1 seed, right?
And why is that? You mean not to go into Arrowhead?
No, Pearly. You still putting the cart way before the horse saying Arrowhead. I talking about having to play on the road in the cold.
Based on how the season has started and how it's going, let's say everything holds constant.
Yeah, and you got number 1 seed. You a hard team to beat playing in South Florida.
Yeah, but even so, let's say everything holds constant and we end up 1 or 2 losses and we end up playing in Arrowhead. I don't mind that. I know we ain't gonna be in Buffalo. I ain't worried about Buffalo. You know what the team in the AFC East can hold.
One thing, listen to me. One thing, I can tell y'all, a lot of y'all Dolphins not putting no kind of respect on the Buffalo Bills.
No, it ain't that, you know.
Don't mind. That's a division rival, Pearly. Don't mind no fool.
I'll tell you what I told somebody this morning. A good friend of mine, Kirk Knowles, called me. He's a Brady fan has been looking for a team to come in and be a part of. So he filled out the application. We're still vetting him. He'll get his official results soon. But I said, listen, Miami. He said, Miami. I told him, Miami. He said to this, Miami went into Buffalo last year and played well. Almost beat Buffalo last year. I said, yes. I said, Miami is a better team this year than they were last year. But Buffalo is not a better team than they were last year.
Pearly,
That's what I said.
All I got to say is this text says, Naughty, please get this message to Pearly. I hear you running on. Very interesting. Let me just tell you like this, Pearly. Buffalo will beat, and duh, it's spelled D-A. Fill in the adjective of your choice out of them. Tell Pearly I say that again and again and again.
All I have to say is...
Pearly, he dropped the duh. He dropped the duh on you.
That's all I want to say to the texter. I hope Monday morning you text me and say, Pearly, I was wrong. That's all you have to say.
I was the F wrong.
I was wrong. That's all I ask.
No.
Because I ain't going to know. If we lose, I can be here.
But
we win, you can hear
Pearly, he dropped the duh on you, though. He dropped the D.
That's all right. He can say, Pearly, y'all did not get duh, beat out y'all, and I apologize. All I want to hear is I apologize. You know,
Boy,
put some respect on that. It's the principality.
Say, listen, you boy. Look at you, like a Carlos Mencia using people joke from earlier. Hey, listen to you, boy. Let's go to the phone.
Callers, I'm worried about Naughty, but he's having a rough time, but that Dallas cut him.
No, it ain't a Dallas cut. It ain't a Dallas cut him.
True, the day callers under disguise of something else, but I all believe it's
no,
that Dallas.
No, boy, we'll put that right firmly where it is, boy. You don't mix up my sports with nothing else. I've been telling people in Dallas and Todd Archer, my good friend.
I don't believe in messing up a good story with the Fox.
Oh, with the truth, yeah, okay, good. All right. Anyhow, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
What's going on, Naughty? What's going on, Pearly?
Hey, Mr. Producer, that's Mystery Dolphin. Drop him, because you know you don't pay his bill. You can't talk about no football.
No, that was yesterday. You got to let him back up today, man.
No, sir. Not that he can pay that bill. I ain't hearing this dribbling in. See, I tell you, there's a way I was getting this guy. You see, I tell you, I play poker.
Let's get this over
I poker. I know when to shove it all in. You see what I said?
Lord, Mystery, come on. Let's get this over with, man.
Because Mystery can't be serious. He can't run on but 70 points and can't pay his bill.
Come on, man.
Now, see the debt. Man, you come pay the debt, you can talk about that 70 all day.
Take the picture. Put on the jersey.
Hey, Naughty, let me say something.
Mr. Producer is a Dolphin and he even letting you talk.
Mystery. Do me a favor.
He say you embarrassing Dolphin Nation, that's why he can't let you talk.
Jersey. Take the picture and move on. Ain't like the whole million people on Naughty Facebook page, what you worrying about?
No, only 34,500 on that one. Real numbers. I like really. I got a real 34,000.
Please, Mystery, please.
Go ahead, Mystery. You got 7.0 seconds to talk until you pay your bill. Go.
Hey, well, first of all, Me and Pearlie was on the same
That's
line.
7 seconds, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Mystery.
Mystery, you gotta get it in, man. You can't do the Mystery. Let Mystery, I Mystery, man,
All
let
right,
Mystery talk.
Pearlie, when you hosting the show, I'll call back because
Pearlie can't talk when Pearlie
loser.
You no.
Not a sore loser. You're a sore loser, man.
You used to post a child for sore loser and they putting it back in your face. You're Rudy Poo, Candy Bungie, never came and paid, and paid your debt. No, you never came and paid your debt. You are the poster child for sore losing. You've been toting that ugliness from last year. Embarrassing Dolphin Nation up and down the road. The producer didn't even want to let you talk. He said, no, he's a shameful Dolphin.
Mystery, please.
He one of them crooked fin. You know them Dolphin with the fin that's turned over crooked and look like a L?
Put on the jersey. Put on the jersey, please.
Yeah, no.
I want to hear you ride Naughty Hard.
And Pearlie, I mean no disrespect when I say this, but Pearlie is the Earl Morrell to Mike Greasy. And the run, that's fine. And if the playbook say don't entertain Mystery till he pay his debt, then guess what? That play will run. So don't think you can call on Thursday when Pearlie holding it down. No, sir.
Let me put a compromise in. Mystery. Even if you borrow a friend jersey, take a picture and WhatsApp into the group, we have.
No, I got him when I went and put on specifically the 88 Michael Irvin Classic. From one mouthpiece to a next. But at least Michael is back up his mouthpiece talks.
Mystery, please come take the picture, man. See, I humbling myself.
Pearlie, you know I told you I had something for Mystery, right?
He did. Mystery did say it now, and he said on one occasion.
From when he turned Rudy Poo, Candy Bungie, and never paid off his debt.
Like you really a rock fan, eh?
Because I want to say it because people who appreciate that know he is supposed to try for being a Rudy Poo right now.
Mystery, I'm extending my.
Pearlie came in and took it like a penicillin shot, man. Just looked away, bit his lip, took the picture.
Mystery, I'm extending to you my heartfelt encouragement and appealing to you to come in, Mystery, and take that picture. Get it over with.
You thought
the 34,000 people they can look at it once and they can move on.
Hold on, listen to me. I can be honest with you. Stevie J, huge Bronco fan. They beat the Cowboys a couple of years ago. Bingo, in the studio, picture taken. Live.
Yep.
Big Mike. Big Miami Sheethead. When the Sheetheads won, guess what? I had to take a picture in a Sissy LeBron jersey, but I did it.
Mystery, I appeal to you, Mystery. Come and take the picture. Be a man. Own up and take the picture. That's all.
Mr. Producer, what have you to say? You're a Dolphin Nation. You got to vouch for him. Mr. Producer's shaking his head. You know how it look right now? If a song could be Mr. Producer, it's bend down your head, murderer. Bend down your head and cry. Bend down your head, Mystery
Lord,
Dolphin, rude boy, you got to die. You never talk till you pay your debt. You never talk till you pay your... Anyhow, sorry.
Yeah, because you really can't sing.
I can't sing. That's why I brought it out. But I can pay my debts, though. I can pay my bills. I can pay my debts. Anyhow,
Mystery.
Let's go back to the phone lines. You want to do the honors, Mr. Producer?
Hello.
That's Mr.
Hello. Any disguise, any voice now? Boy, I tell you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
You all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You see no mystery.
Oh, man, you sound like Mystery at first, disguise, any voice. What's that? Go ahead, Dolphin. Everything good. Sorry for that. I apologize.
Listen, no. I come to share something. I hear Pumpkin was saying something, and you were saying how, yeah, and all them things, right? Do you listen to thing? You listen to Charles Fisher thing this morning?
No, I missed that one.
Okay, well, he had Matt Moore on.
Okay.
And Matt Moore was talking about Obi.
Okay.
And saying how him and Obi usually sit down and watch the game, go eat and do all kind of things.
Yeah, man. Obi was a big football fan, man.
Right, yeah. And, you know, looking on last year, right? When Tula gone to 3-0, but he get injured in game 4. I'm strongly believing. Now, this is my belief, right? After game 5, if we be 5-0, I looking at another area of history repeating itself. right? And we don't get history.
Okay. Listen,
Taller than get over 500.
Let me just tell you something.
Hold on. Wait,
All right, when
no,
you finish,
I can let you talk,
okay,
Noddy.
cool. When you finish,
Yeah, taller than get over 500 yards, right? Then we get 10 touchdown in one game, right? All them is history we talking about now. So, I only can say what I believe. Now, it could happen and it can't happen, but I hope that it happen. Now, you could say what you got to say.
are you leading towards saying they're gonna have another perfect season if you make it to 5-0 this year? Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah.
All right, I want to tell you, from someone else who is very proficient in good BS, and like Pearlie will always tell you, boy, you can spin your Cowboys naughty. Let me tell you, from one football spin doctor to the next, that was an impeccable spin. You almost had me believing it for a second there. But I'm going to cry BS right now. I'm not saying your team ain't going to go far, but you ain't going to see that undefeated season ever again. Y'all could drop 1 or 2 this year.
Okay.
When y'all go in the cold.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Y'all know how y'all go in the cold. Y'all turn into the fish sticks. Straight in the frozen section out under mortgage.
We did not turn into the fish sticks in Buffalo last
Now
year.
you see, Carla, you see what you got. You got Pearlie percolating now. Now Pearlie believing it too. That was a good spin. Hold on, but Carla, you got a good spin going because I know Pearlie. You hear that tone in his voice? He's fired up. He believed what you were saying. He's actually thinking that could be history. I witnessed the first one. You went there in your mind, didn't you?
Naughty.
I knew it. Go ahead.
Didn't we beat Buffalo in the cold last year? Didn't we beat New England in the cold last year?
But
the only team we didn't beat in the cold last year was San Francisco 49ers.
But listen,
that was only 50 degrees.
I can be honest with you.
But the thing about it, cooler than playing them games.
All right.
Cooler than play. But everything good, man, Naughty.
Two may not play this year. You don't your boys.
Just like how you say you was looking for your team to win Super Bowl.
Right, you looking for your team to win Super Bowl. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I looking for my team.
But I just want to tell you, that was a very good creative spin. I was impressed by that.
I believe we could run the table.
I was impressed by that spin. That's all I'm telling you. I like that one. That was a good one.
Based on the way the Dolphins are playing football right now.
Right now.
Based on the way I see 2 teams that can challenge them. 3. And mainly one of them is mainly because Buffalo, because it's division rivals. You never discount division rivals. Kansas City and Philadelphia.
Sorry.
I don't believe Dallas could beat Miami.
Okay, stay disrespecting us. Stay disrespecting us. Stay disrespecting us.
But before I go,
Dallas defense that allowed over.
No, I can tell you. I can tell you all what y'all want. Y'all don't have Micah. Y'all don't have 11. I just tell you that. Y'all don't got Micah Parsons.
One moment, Naughty. I had Micah Sunday. What happened? They put up over 400 yards on y'all.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's a premonition. That ain't gonna happen every week.
Hold on, Naughty.
A team with a quarterback that wasn't even
Pearlie, do you know what you just did, Pearlie? You just signed a check to go make it a long behind flight for you coming back on the 25th Christmas Day. And I ain't going to be the Grinch on that Bahamas Air flight. I'm going to be that guy. And I'm going to remind you of what you said. But go ahead, caller.
Listen, I want to find out something, right? When they say the Chiefs and the Dolphins playing, where that game going to be?
In Germany.
Where that going to be?
That could be in Germany.
In Germany, eh?
So when y'all get beat, y'all could say y'all ate some bad Wiener Schnitzel.
You know, I forget the
9:30 a.m.
They didn't really say, I didn't catch the date.
9:30. Anytime you see
any day, what month?
I think it's October 8th.
October 8th, they play in Germany, but you'll see some 9:30 games.
Let me double check to be sure.
You'll see some 9:30 games starting as of this Sunday. Some of that is in London, and some will be in other European cities. There'll always be a 9:30 game because Europe is 6 hours ahead of us. So 9:30 our time is like 1 o'clock their time, 2 o'clock their time.
They playing that's on the 8th. That's what? That's the game. That's the game 6.
Yeah, and see, that's a good one right there. When y'all drop that one, y'all could say blame it on some bad Wiener Schnitzel.
No, actually, it's November 5th. November 5th.
When we then beat them, that'll be the.
Oh yeah, you go 6-0 and win in Germany. You completely off the reservation. I can't get to you no more. You swearing on perfect season. I know that.
We got the Bills, the Giants, the Panthers, the Eagles, the Patriots, and then the Chiefs in Germany.
But that's these are games that is you call off.
We don't play till November 5th. I gave you the wrong date.
Huh?
You need to
That's
worry about
November.
December 24th is what you need to worry about,
That's
Pearly.
November you talking about, Pearly?
Yes, November 5th.
That's November they play.
Yeah,
So,
November 5th.
We get the Bills next. We get the
And then
Bills
we got the
coming up.
Panthers. The Panthers, we got the Bills at Buffalo. We got the Giants in Miami. Excuse me. We got the Panthers in Miami. We go to Philadelphia, and then New England comes to us.
So y'all gonna go 3-2 in those games right there. 3 in them games.
We get 5-0, the worst
Hey,
score.
Naughty, another thing I don't ask you. That thing which you be advertising, something about Naughty, what is the name? The restaurant out west.
No, that ain't my restaurant. That's
No,
a
I know it
sponsor.
ain't
Yeah,
your restaurant. I say what you be advertising.
yeah, Naughty Johnny's.
Naughty Johnny. That's what type of restaurant that
Man,
is?
I got some of the best Bahamian food you ever had in your life, my
That's why
brother.
I asked you what type it is.
Man, they got fish. They
So
got,
you say that in
It's American Bahamian cuisine.
yeah,
American
they got
Bahamian
good
cuisine.
American fare too, but the Bahamian cuisine is off the chain. You could always get
that in you say that in
Old Fort Shopping
Old
Plaza.
Fort Jolly.
Old Fort Shopping Plaza out there in
Old Fort Shopping-
yeah, near
Shopping Plaza.
Charlottesville, way out
Shopping
west,
Plaza. Okay.
Past the airport.
past the airport,
Past the airport.
where Fresh Market is, and they got a ton of stores out there.
Old Fort.
Right opposite Old Fort in that area. You got it.
Okay then.
But yeah, Naughty Johnny's,
You
man.
said the name Naughty what?
Naughty Johnny's.
That's what it name?
Yeah,
Naughty
if,
Johnny?
if you go in there in the day, ask for Shirelle. That's the manager in the day. Tell her I
Okay.
sent you, they can take care of you. If you go there in the
Okay,
evening,
gotcha.
ask for that manager in the evening, and tell
Terry?
him I sent you, yeah, and he can take care of you.
Terry what?
That's right, I know him all my life is Kerry. I couldn't tell you, and you know, I tell you
didn't
Kerry.
say last name, eh?
Man, Kerry is
No,
Kerry,
you got a
brother.
couple of boys named Terry and they businessmen do.
You
but
never know. That might be one.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, okay, Naughty. You all
And-
have a blessed one, man.
And they like the Dolphins down there too, so you'll fit right in.
I can go down there with Sunday
Yeah,
and,
you safe.
and relax and eat.
Yeah.
And chill out with Dolphins, me and my girl.
They talk bad but my cowboys when I walk in there, so go right ahead, have fun. You'll fit right in.
Anyhow,
Be
you
safe.
all have a blessed one, man.
You too, brother. All right?
Okay,
and you and your girl will enjoy out there, man. I promise you. Good stuff. Pearly. Boy, Pearly. That's all right,
All
Pearly.
right.
I could take you to Twin Peaks after the game on the 24th of December. Just me and you going to Twin Peaks. And then I could bring you back on that plane and I could terrorize you. I could terrorize you.
Can you get permission to go to Twin Peaks? I don't need permission.
You see how you drop it just now?
Cold.
Everything good. That's more reason why you can tote cut Bungie than Dallas Beach Yard.
Boy, Naughty. Anyway, I can hear you saying that.
The disrespect. No, the disrespect. No, the disrespect. You did it on two levels. One, just to poke the bear, which is fine. Second of all, you actually believe that ish. Well, I don't believe Dallas stands a chance against us, and we're going to just beat them. And talk about what? Because they could just try run the ball down your throat? Anyway, I go wait and see. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, cauldron burn and fire bubble. Eye of newt and tongue of frog, fin of dolphin, and tail of dog. Don't worry, I can put a potion together for you. I can put the Wambuzi on you all this season.
You can say all you want. I just don't want you call me call my room in the hotel Christmas one and say, MJ, them coming over. We ain't catching a flight over. I can see you after Christmas.
Excuse me? Brother, you ain't sleeping. You ain't sleeping. You could beg me. I say, no, boy. This like poison ivy. This like
the Dolphin players. I know that.
But party with who? You can hear me in your ear all day, every day, all through the night onto the plane. Loser! Hold still, right better off your forehead. The aqua Alice come off, but you still have the orange gel up there. Loser!
That's what you can say, but I can hear you saying that we got to get rid of Doc. Jesus, I
can say, spare the embarrassment home. Give me the jersey. Let me put it in the garbage now.
That's what you can say. I can see Xavier Howard 2 picks, 1 or 6.
Anyhow, I can tell you, Stephon Gilmore can take one to the house, but guess what? Micah isn't. Gonna ruin
can't
it.
get past Armstead. I wanted Micah.
Arms dead? Arms dead?
Micah couldn't do crap against Arizona. I expect to do something against Miami.
Go check and see who lead the league in sacks. Go see who lead the league in sacks. Go see who lead the league in
One of the
sacks.
worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Pick you all the pieces.
Uh-huh. That's fine. But when you all fall, I'll be there to remind you. Buffalo may get you. Buffalo look like they have blood in their eye for you all this week, Burley. See Burley gone on that one. What happened? He muted himself, eh? Because he don't even believe the foolishness he talking. He had to mute himself. He don't even believe that.
If Buffalo beat us, that's not expected. That's a division rival game.
Look at this texter right here.
When we play Buffalo, we play the Jets, we play New England. This year, New England, the Jets don't have a chance in hell. Buffalo got a average to less than average chance to beat us.
People laughing at you, brother, right now. I guess
They can
these
laugh what they
Bills
want.
fans.
I 3-0. I put up 70 points last week. I don't know what they're laughing at. Can't laugh until I don't want them because people think Buffalo put up, but they'll put up against one of the worst teams in football, Chicago.
Listen to me.
The worst. That's what they beat Chicago, right? Am I correct?
Who?
Buffalo.
Buffalo didn't beat Chicago, babe. Buffalo beat. They beat the Commanders, who were 2-0 at the time.
They beat the Commanders.
Yeah.
Buffalo beat.
Yeah.
All right then. So they beat the Commanders team that is unproven.
Oh, look at oh my God.
They put up numbers. And I like Commanders quarterback.
Y'all put 70 on Denver, who sucks, whose defense sucks, whose offense sucks, who's in total mutiny right now.
Who got one of the top 5 cornerbacks in Patrick Surtain Jr. You wanted him in Dallas. Don't go there.
Pretty. He can't save the fact that Denver sucks. Anybody who knows about football knows that team is a dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire, but that don't mean they don't have the talent.
So it's a talented dumpster fire.
It ain't that damn talented. It is. It is a talented dumpster fire.
Naughty, give up, Naughty. Pearly has that impeccable, like you say, Bill Clinton, Miami Dolphin BS going on today. I could see the orange and aqua spewing out of every orifice on him. I don't know who sent that, but I like that text though. It is spewing out of every orifice on you. It is. Let's be honest.
Listen,
I ain't seen you this happy. I ain't seen you this happy since the Dodgers actually won the World Series for you.
And you know what's so good? It could be a double. I could have another tumbler made with the Dolphins on one side and the Dodgers on the next side again very soon.
God make ugly, but he don't like it, Pearly.
He loves it. They're his children. Everything he make is his.
Yeah, but like I say.
Boy, listen, I tell you one thing, Naughty. Y'all better pray the Dolphins to win it all this year, but y'all better pray.
Pearly.
I will become the most, what it is, most wanted, hated person in the
You can do it,
society.
because guess what? If the Cowboys actually win before y'all, I'm going to be that dude before you.
Now, I ain't gonna do what you do. I ain't gonna do no strip show because, I ain't got that kind of body, but I can party. You can
wish you had a body this good. I appreciate the sentiment, but listen, Pearly, you got to be like, here, Naughty, this is Dolphin Girl here who Pearly refuses to help. Please let him know.
No.
Don't run out. Buffalo has blood in their eyes because they scared of what they see.
She did not say that. Naughty, I'm going to send you the WhatsApp texts me and have had together.
She did not say that. That was just me throwing it in there to be a douche.
I'm living up to my word. We talked about a particular wide receiver she wanted to play or keep. She was in car. I said, this is what I recommend.
Oh, you was talking wide receivers. You wasn't talking tight ends. Okay, never mind. I don't want to know. If you don't see the tight end is ready to go in fantasy football right now, Andrews, Laporta, Hawkinson. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, but shoot, who grabbed them up right away when the big? I got Waller and I got Kyler Pitts, and they pissing me right off.
But listen, I want to tell you something though, Brady. You're actually perfect. Your Dolphins are 3-0. And you 0-3 in a certain league in fantasy. You are perfect on both ends of the spectrum, buddy. I can't mess with you.
2 words. 2 words, Naughty. 2 words.
I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Producer on the floor on that one. I gotta spatula him up.
What, last year I started out 2-1, 1-2.
Right, and you ended up running the board. Let's see what you can do this year.
Yeah. Anyone make the playoffs? Because I got certain secret weapons sitting there who out.
For a week's sake.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, Taylor?
I guess that's not only Taylor. Don't worry. I only want to get through this next week, and then I good.
Don't worry.
I could be 1-3, and then that's it. I only want to come second. I only want to make the playoffs. That's all I want to make.
Yeah, you want to get in. Once the playoffs start, anything possible. I hear you.
See, because one thing with fantasy, ain't no such thing as home field advantage.
No, sir. Only thing about fantasy is if they decide to bench starters in the last 2 weeks and screw you.
Exactly.
God, I hate that. That's why you got to have a good backup quarterback whose team needs to be points from him to make the playoffs. You slide them in right there, and you rally them to the wire.
Yep.
This thing go with sense, Pearly.
I know.
But anyhow, let's see. We got to get to the break, and on the flip side of the break, we can see who's taking us home today. We can see if Rich Eisen taking us home today, or we're going to see if Colin Cowherd taking us home today. Who you like in your picks tonight? I like the Liberty All right? I like them to win. I don't like them to cover the 9. I like them to win. And they trailed in that series 1-0. Connecticut won very surprisingly. So I like the Liberty to come out with blood in their eye to even it up. I like it to go over.
Brianna was just chosen as WNBA MVP. So I looking for her to go off tonight, and I looking to Liberty to take that. I looking to Liberty to win.
Hey, listen, Texter, I did try to set fire to the Dolphin flag in Danny's. This Sunday, I will set fire to the Dolphin flag in Danny's and replace it with a cowboy. And tell Keno I said, so Keno, no, I come in. So, yeah, there you go.
Listen, after that 70-point win, but 9,355,000 Dolphin fans could be in that stadium. In that club.
That is a good point.
So I can't help if you get gang. You're on your own.
But if I get in there when they open, y'all will meet the ashes hanging, and y'all know I was there.
All right. Well, I got
I'm the wrong person to say, don't try something. Ever since I saw Steve McQueen on that motorbike scene from The Great Escape, you remember that movie, right?
I remember that movie.
You remember Steve McQueen? That was bad. You remember he got all them Germans chasing him, jumped over the fence and everything, got his boys out, got caught up in the fence, and still got out.
Let me see now. Let me be sure what I want to do here now. All right. So the game is at 1 p.m. If you're gonna do the flag, burn it at 12 so I can come and make sure it gets you to the hospital on time, or do it after 4. Okay?
Listen to this Dolphin.
Because if you call me 1:15 and say you're in trouble, I can say, well, I can see you in a couple hours.
Anyhow, listen to y'all, but y'all y'all in rare form. You know what, Burley? Give me some picks tonight, and I can line this up, and we can get out of here.
The Dodgers playing a doubleheader with the Rockies. The Rockies are beating them 4-1 in the 9th inning for the first game, so that's fine. The Dodgers will take the second, the nightcap.
You said the Dodgers take the nightcap.
Yeah, I got the Phillies over the Pirates.
I
like the Marlins over the Mets.
I'm listening.
I like the Cubs over the Braves. And I like the let's go with the and I like the Rays over Boston.
You like the Rays over Boston?
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know.
Eflin pitching tonight for the Rays.
Who?
Eflin. They lead with 15 and 8 or somewhere around there.
Yep. All right, I guess we're going to let Cowherd take us home today, man.
All right.
And he's going to break down the whole saga going on over there in Denver.
All right.
So we get to the break now, and Cowherd will take us home, and we'll do it again tomorrow, my brother. So,
Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow.
That's what I said as soon as the Cardinals beat the crap out of us.
Mañana.
Let's go to the break.
Craving a sandwich that hits all the right spots? Look no further. Introducing Dunkin's newest star, the oven-toasted turkey sandwiches. Made with love and served on toasted sourdough bread, these classics are reinvented with a twist. Sink your teeth into layers of delicious deli turkey, crispy lettuce, and white cheddar. Plus, we've added the perfect kick with smoky bacon and your choice of creamy avocado spread or zesty chipotle sauce. Dunkin's got your sandwich cravings covered all day, every day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
If you test positive for dengue fever, you should follow your doctor's instructions. Get plenty of rest and stay hydrated. Keep yourself protected from mosquito bites by using mosquito nets, repellent, and wearing proper clothing. Use Panadol or Tylenol to control fever and pain, or ibuprofen. Monitor your symptoms and seek further medical help if they worsen. Call the Dengue Fever Hotline from Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. at 802-1143 or 814-4015 for assistance. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Struggling to repay your loan? Let us help you get back on track with payment terms that suits your financial situation and improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Inquire about our restructured loans today. Call us at 356-7764.
Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates and opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Get the flavor explosion that'll satisfy all your bacon cravings. The KFC Sweetened Smoky Bacon Sandwich from the fried chicken experts features 2 crispy strips of bacon on a premium 100% white meat chicken filet, layered with 2 slices of cheese, smoky chipotle mayo, and our secret surprise, sweet bacon jam, all stacked on a buttery brioche bun. Experience the sweet and smoky explosion today, as it's here for a limited time. KFC Sweetened Smoky Bacon Sandwich. It's finger-licking good.
Put your best foot forward this school year by shopping at John's for your back-to-school foot care needs. From toddlers to college students, have your smart in a pair of hush puppies, Sperry, Easy Strider brand styles, and many more. Durable and sharp, the kids will step with confidence all year. Need socks and a belt? We've got you covered. And don't forget a new backpack and lunch containers. You can find all this and more at the best prices and customer service in town at John's on Rosetta Street and Carmichael Road. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Getting benched. Is that a big leap? He is better than he was last year, and that's something. Here's Sean Payton on the film, What It Says, and the Miami loss.
It was a tough day and probably won't be fun anytime soon until we start winning some games. One of the things that we preach all the time about finding smart, tough players is not just for the 3 hours on game day. Number one, the attention to detail of what we're doing at practice has to improve. This is one of those weeks where, you take a butt whooping like that, where you find out a lot about everyone.
So a lot of the Denver mirrors that this is on Russell. It's the defense, they say. Yes, the defense for the Broncos has regressed. But they are 5th, is Denver, in offensive spending. And they hired Sean Payton. And Russell Wilson's the star and the number 1 cap hit. In fact, 3 of their top 4 cap hits on offense. You hire Sean Payton, your franchise will be about offense. There's one way to win now. They're going to scale back on spending on defense. Right now, they have more talent and more money on offense. Kansas City spends a majority of their money on offense. That's who gets the heat. The Rams spend a majority of their money on offense. That last night is who gets the heat. Stafford and McVay. Apple has come out with a new iPhone, apparently. All the other products can struggle. If that new phone is great, the stock price is great. That's who's responsible, because that's where they spent their money. The focus going forward is Russell Wilson. He's a monster cap hit. And Sean Payton, he's a brilliant offensive coach. And Denver's offense right now is meh. 15th in scoring, 15th in total offense, 24th in third downs, 26th in the red zone. I don't want to hear about the defense. I don't want to hear about the defense. That's not what it's about. Russell's your iPhone. That's where you're spending the money. That's who's going to get the heat. And that's the downside to being a star and getting the commercials and being the guy. And he is better than last year. But they've got players. Jerry Jeudy can play. Mims, the rookie, can play. Cortland Sutton can play. The left tackle's good. Right tackle's capable. One of their guards is good. They have nice running backs. They have a brilliant offensive coach. I'm not anti-Russell. For years, everybody said I was too pro-Russell. But you can defend Russell and say it's the defense. Going forward, it's about the offense. If they were top 5 in red zone scoring, top 6 on third down, maybe you'd have an argument somewhat. But this whole thing here, this whole organization going forward is on the quarterback and the coach. And if they lose, Sean Payton's going to get ripped, not a defensive end. If Russell Wilson loses, he's going to get ripped, not Patrick Surtain, not a safety. That's the way it goes. Kansas City, Rams, right, Philadelphia. Now Jalen Hurts got it. Justin Herbert, a week ago, this is all I heard. Staley, but Justin Herbert's been virtually flawless. But he's going to take the heat if they lose. You know what you said. I was like, the kid's unbelievable. And you're like, well, he got the ball late and didn't score. The defense is like bottom 3 in the league. The coach, we think he's over his head. It's just the way it works in the NFL, the quarterback, even when he's great. Andrew Luck for years, you crushed him. Bad O-line. GM got fired. So did the coach. 11-5, 11-5, 11-5. And it always came down. There were radio calls in Indianapolis. There's another interception by Andrew Luck. It's quarterback league. He's going to take the hit, especially once he gets paid. J-Mac with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the
getting benched. Is that a big leap? He is better than he was last year, and that's something. Here's Sean Payton on the film, what it says, and the Miami loss.
It was a tough day and probably won't be fun anytime soon until we start winning some games. One of the things that we preach all the time about finding smart, tough players 3 hours on game day, number one, the attention to detail of what we're doing at practice has to improve. This is one of those weeks where, you take a butt whooping like that where you find out a lot about everyone.
So a lot of the Denver media is pushing back at my narrative and others that this is on Russell. It's the defense, they say. Yes, the defense for the Broncos has regressed. But they are 5th, is Denver, in offensive spending. And they hired Sean Payton. And Russell Wilson's the star and the number 1 cap hit. In fact, 3 of their top 4 cap hits on offense. You hire Sean Payton, your franchise will be about offense. There's one way to win now. They're going to scale back on spending on defense. Right now, they have more talent and more money on offense. Kansas City spends a majority of their money on offense. That's who gets the heat. The Rams spend a majority of their money on offense. That last night is who gets the heat. Stafford and McVay. Apple has come out with a new iPhone, apparently. All the other products can struggle. If that new phone is great, the stock price is great. That's who's responsible, because that's where they spent their money. The focus going forward is Russell Wilson. He's a monster cap hit. And Sean Payton, offensive coach. And Denver's offense right now is meh. 15th in scoring, 15th in total offense, 24th in third downs, 26th in the red zone. I don't want to hear about the defense. Going forward, I don't want to hear about the defense. That's not what it's about. Russell's your iPhone. That's where you're spending the money. That's who's going to get the heat. And that's the downside to being a star and getting the commercials and being the guy. And he is better than last year. But they've got players. Jerry Jeudy can play. Mims, the rookie, can play. Cortland Sutton can play. The left tackle's good. Right tackle's capable. One of their guards is good. They have nice running backs. They have a brilliant offensive coach. I'm not anti-Russell. For years, everybody said I was too pro-Russell. But you can defend Russell and say it's the defense. Going forward, it's about the offense. If they were top 5 in red zone scoring, top 6 on third down, maybe you'd have an argument somewhat. But this whole thing here, this whole organization going forward is on the quarterback and the coach. And if they lose, Sean Payton's going to get ripped, not a defensive end. If Russell Wilson loses, he's going to get ripped, not Patrick Surtain, not a safety. That's the way it goes. Right, Philadelphia. Now Jalen Hurts got it. Justin Herbert, a week ago, this is all I heard. Well, you can blame Brandon Staley, but Justin Herbert's been virtually flawless. But he's going to take the heat if they lose. You know what you said. I was like, the kid's unbelievable. And you're like, well, he got the ball late and didn't score. The defense is like bottom 3 in the league. The coach, we think he's over his head. It's just the way it works in the NFL, the quarterback, even when he's great. Andrew Luck for years, you crushed him. Bad old line. GM got fired. So did the coach. 11-5, 11-5, 11-5. And it always came down. There were radio calls in Indianapolis. There's another interception by Andrew Luck. It's quarterback league. He's going to take the hit, especially once he gets paid. J-Mac with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the...
One of my initial concerns when the Jets were circling around Aaron Rodgers, as you know, I came to love the idea of Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets.